Hello, I'm so happy I got a hold of you. Welcome back to another exciting episode of LT Showcase, and this week we're doing something a little special. You know, I'm a big fan of Nintendo Power. I have every issue almost until the last 2 years. I have issue 1 to issue 242, I want to say. I stopped getting them in late 2009 when I finally was just done with it. I wasn't getting a Wii. I had no interest in it. So one of these days I'll get those extra 40-something issues I'm missing. Thank God it's not the earlier ones. But I'm a big fan of Nintendo Powers, and for one of the chief reasons is some of the things in Nintendo Power are actually very nice to have for other stuff in your collection, like specifically memory cards and other assorted stickers. But I'm going to show you a few issues here that if you ever see them lying around or just happen to come by, you should pick them up, if not just because you like Nintendo Power, but because they have some nice little bonuses in them. So the first thing I want to show you is issue 92. So issue 92 was the Shadows of the Empire. Now this was one of the, I think it was the first time they ever did a variant cover. So there's actually 4 different covers you can get. So you can get either Dash Rendar, a Stormtrooper, Boba Fett, or IG-88. Now the nice thing about the IG-88 is this is the one I got as a kid. It was only sent to subscribers of the magazine, so that's the only way they ever got into circulation, and they were 10% of the total ones that were made. Now this also was a big issue because in issue 92, it was after they had done a year of the stapled issues. They for some reason they did stapled issues in the earlier run, and then they did a run of stapled issues around 97 for that whole year, and then they went back to the glued issue, thank God, because all my stapled issues from that era have all fallen apart. Covers come off, but this one still going strong. I want to say this was a January issue. I could look it up. Let's see. I can't tell easily, but yeah, I think it was January because they changed the format to glue. And the other cool thing is it came with a bunch of little bonuses. So there was a bonus, I can't remember, a little separate thing, but the coolest part was there was a bonus thing that had stickers. And not just any stickers, this was N64 memory card stickers. And if you'll remember, so this is probably January 96. It has to be. January 96, yeah, because they're talking about Shadows of the Empire. And the N64 had only been out for about, what, in the US 5 months at this point? 6 months? 4 months, depending on when you found one. I got lucky. The N64 that I got came in early. I think it came in 5 weeks early because I got it from some import shop, but it was a US one. But anyways, so there wasn't really much you could use to distinguish your memory cards. But this had the little stickers, and you'll see this is my original N64 memory card with the Wario on it. I also have my original N64 memory card that has Boba Fett on it. Big Boba Fett guy. I was surprised I never went out and got a Boba Fett cover variant, because as you see, I picked up another copy of this one had the stickers, because I don't know what happened to my pack of stickers. I didn't use all of them. I remember using the Wave Race guy specifically. I don't know if I lost that memory card or what happened to it. Maybe it was a friend. Maybe it was my brother's. That's gone. But I specifically remember using that when I had Wario, Boba Fett, and Wave Race Dude. But anyways, so issue 92, nice little bit of history, as well as those stickers can be very nice for your N64 memory cards. And they still work. They look good. The best way to decorate these that I've ever found. All right. So that is issue 92. Like I said, 4 variants, so I got 2. Still got 2 to go if I ever want all of them, although I probably won't. The next one is a doozy. This is issue 44, so it's got Mickey on the cover. Now, there's a lot of good stuff in here. The main reason is that, once again, a lot of these are going to have stickers in them. It was a January issue too. I think there's a trend on January issues. It had stickers celebrating 1993. So this is a Nintendo Power sticker you can do for your NES controllers. There's a blue and a green one. It's funny, all of my finger grease rubbed off the part that said 93. You can't even really see it on either one of these. And before that, we had the other stickers that I can't for the life of me remember what issue those came in. The ones that you have seen on Angry Video Game Nerd. Because we had those ones too, but I like these ones better because they were blue and green. So I replaced them with those. And then that world sticker that is in there for the Super Nintendo controller, I want to say we used that too. But I think I took that one off because I didn't like that one as much. Same thing with the Game Boy cover. I definitely put that Game Boy sticker on our Game Boy, and I didn't like that as much. But other reasons why issue 44 is significant is I really remember coming back to this issue a lot. I don't know if it's because it was such a thick issue, especially in the earlier days. It really stood out as a break point in the collection, because I took over the collection with my brother around issue 62. But I remember coming back to this one time and time again, and I can't remember why. There's no specific reviews. This isn't the one where Spy vs. Spy 2 is mentioned. Although, funnily enough, if I did come to this issue so much, it's interesting that there's an RC Pro-Am 2. There's a lot of RC Pro-Am 2 stuff in this, which I don't even remember there being an RC Pro-Am 2. And I definitely love the first one, so it's interesting that that's in there. Looking at the classified information, I think maybe that's a clue, because the classified information has the Super Star Wars cheats, the stage select, because that game is hard as hell. There's even some information about Empire Strikes Back as far as how to play it. Interesting enough, there's a Soul Blazer bit. And then there's also a best of player's choice at the back of it that has the tips as in how to do the Konami code and how to get the alternate colored fighters for Street Fighter 2, which I played a lot of Street Fighter 2 when I was little with my older brother, and we definitely needed the alternate colors so you could play as the same character. So maybe that's why I remember this issue so much. Very interesting, though, is that this is a best of 1992 list for games, and number 2 is Link to the Past, number 1 is Street Fighter 2. So crazy that arguably the greatest game of all time didn't even win Best Game of the Year in Nintendo Power the year it came out. Kinda nuts. Kinda nuts. Looking at some of these other things too, Death Valley Rally gets number 10. That game is ass. That should not be number 10. It's also the cool issue that's talking about Star Fox. It had the airplane, which this isn't, once again, this is not my original issue because I wanted to get some visual aids so you could see what the stickers looked like before I took them out. So this one was another one I picked up. So as you see, it's got the stickers in it. Definitely another one to keep an eye out on. Also funny, it mentions Little Samson as number 7 of the year. And so this is kind of crazy. Like, one of these days I want to go back and look at all these Nintendo Powers and be like, wow, look at all the stuff that was there. Look at what I missed. Holy crap. It's kind of a mind trip seeing all this. Even it calling Link's Awakening is called the Zelda Game Boy game. It's just so crazy to see how it happens. And then lastly, the last issue I'm going to show here is issue 152. So issue 152 is this all black issue. It's Pikmin. Pikmin's another series I love, so that's a great reason to have it. But more importantly, as you can see, there's a trend here. The reason why I picked this one is because issue 152 has GameCube stickers for the memory cards. And this one, even this one didn't have it complete. It said it was complete, but they lied to me. I overpaid my $3. But I have those on my original GameCube memory cards. I got the Luigi's Mansion one, which this one doesn't even have. So Luigi's Mansion, and then the other one I have is the Wave Race, which the Wave Race you can see. I don't remember what the missing one is. Maybe it's Mario Kart. But yeah, they have a cool Pikmin, all Super Smash Brothers, whatnot. I can't remember if the Animal Crossing specific memory card came with it. I think it came with an Animal Crossing sticker on it when it came with the game. Otherwise, maybe I used one of these. But once again, I don't know what I did with this. I don't know how I lost the sheet. Because I lost this sheet, I lost the N64 sheet, and I don't throw stuff away. So that's kind of odd to run out of it. Not much more. I mean, I didn't go through this one as much. Obviously, issue 44 is a little bit more interesting and nuanced because it shows all the NES, Super NES. By this point, I kind of knew what was going on. And just lastly is another kind of oddity. Now, obviously, if you see this lying around, pick it up, but you're not going to find it too often. It says in an issue, I don't remember which issue they even had the order form from, but it's the Nintendo Power 100 edition Gold N64 controller, which until I started really heavily getting into collecting was the highlight of my collection without me even knowing it. Because there's not many of these out there. It's not the Millennium Edition, which I don't mind. This was my specific GoldenEye sticks. I have the thumbstick really triggered to being fine-tuned. I was that annoying kid who would bring that controller and not let anyone else use it. But yeah, those are some interesting Nintendo Powers to keep on the lookout for. Issue 92 with the variants. And the N64 stickers, issue 44 with the NES stickers for the controllers, and then issue 152 so you get the GameCube memory card stickers. All great things to use for the collection, even if you aren't a big Nintendo Power guy. Alright guys, it's been so nice getting a hold of you. Take care.